Hello, Dixon Bob. कैसा?
Good.
It's nice meeting you actually. Dixon, the kingmaker in Kavelo similar जातालो आता in future. So Dixon हांगा ओगोंग लागल्यार म्हाका सवणेन म्हणल्यार at least 14 वर्सां तर जाली. First time I saw you during that Goa Seamen Association in public life. Private life आमी मेवल्या पयले. Second thing was your biggest shooting star achievement was Dixon Bob suddenly I call it he become the Sarpanch of Kavelosi. Am I right? That was in which year?
22.
22. And of course, after that, थोडे बहुत controversies झाले, but in that he has come out as a victor, मोठे भाषेन. In one sense, Dixon became the newsmaker in Kavelosi and overall, holistically in the whole of Benali. Dixon, म्हाका एक सांग, एक elaboration बारीकशें from your childhood, because a lot of people don't know you as a child. From your childhood, where were you born? Where did you grow up your young days? My scholar खंय गेलो आनी later on I know you are a shippy guy. ती achievement जाणा, but till date.
See, I am born in this village, Avilosin, and ever since I'm born, I have did my basic education in Kavilosi School, Holy Cross Institute, Kavilosi.
Okay.
And then I was in boarding also in Niketan, Pilar Fathers. And after that, I did my RMS Damodar College, and then I moved on the ship. So on the ship, I worked for 20 years, and after that, in between, we wanted to do something in Goa for the seafarers, and that's how me, along with our my good friend from Kishini, Frank Vegas, and we formed the Goan Seamen Association of India from 2010. And from there on, we have successfully helped the seafarers without any government help, without anything. So as an individual, and today we have more than 10,000 members
Wow.
for the seafarers. And our office is in Madel, and we have a good system where our committee is always changing and they are working. So I'm not in the main committee now. So and we take up a lot of issues together for Lucy, for the cruise liners, and आम्ही जायते achievement म्हणतात during COVID time where there was आमच्या तारोट्यांक जायते त्रास झाले. So we had to fought, we had to come on the street. Even I filed PIL against the government for the quarantine, why only seafarers were charged and rest people are coming from other countries, even from Gulf, it doesn't matter, they were directly sent home. So these are the big achievements, and until today we are fighting. And then, of course, I have my eco resort in Kagalosin, small entrepreneurship. I'm also vice president of small and medium hotels in Goa, and so on. And finally, 2022 opportunity came to contest, which I was not very sure of. And then, by God's grace and the support of the people, and I'm the Sarpanch of Kavalos, the journey has been good. Like how you said, it's not that easy because sometimes you have to make tough decision, but you have to make the right decision.
Yes.
For me, controversy is something which is something I will not call a controversy, but people's opinion are important. And when you hold certain position, you have to, you cannot run away from anything. You have to stand firm. And Tony side and help. You cannot, how would I say, you cannot make everybody happy.
Yes.
Certain decision. And yes, definitely, I am here now. So, as you said, we know each other. And things are changing very fast in Goa. Actually, as a matter of fact, the whole of India, everything is moving 360. So let us see.
Good. I took a world map घालून येयल्लो. Anyhow, controversy म्हणल्यार it was तूं ताका कितेंय label दी, but that there was a different opinion पळय म्हणटा तें was like when that something to deal with Ashish Nehra's property.
Yeah.
So this is an opportunity for you. माझे जायते followers आसा, माझे subscriber आहा. So let the people also know, because from the horse's mouth, other opinions will be there, no doubt. But your clean thought, तिथून किती आलेलो? What is the actual bone of contention?
Actually, what happened is, see, he was doing, see, आपली जाता, the whole Goa, they have to be very careful what and who is investing and what they are doing. That is a time where we don't know that, see, let us not mention individual name because he is just because a cricketer. It can be
Yeah,
anybody.
it could have been anybody.
And there was certain things which he was doing. I was not aware that he bought a land, and there are too many dealers in Goa now, and they were cleaning, cutting, and then they were burning, and then they were doing some road, which people paid attention. And definitely we have taken action, and as per the rule and as per the law, and we have stopped him, and he have abided, and then he paid a lot of fine, and finally he admitted that it was wrong. So Panchayat we have done, because in CRZ area, the CZMP, CRZ, Coastal Management Zone, they are the authority. We have to go by their say, like how the TCP is acting in the countryside or in the settlement area. And definitely, whatever, as one thing I will be very clear, whatever is legally. Whatever is illegal, I will not permit. But legally, they got permission. You need to get, because finally there is a rule of the land. You have to abide with it. And let's see what happens in the
Okay.
future.
Good. आणि चड म्हाका तितून आतां डिटेलान वचपाचें ना. As you said, it could have been anybody else, yes. But main controversies जेन्ना जाता, when celebrities and very famous and wealthy people तेमी कितें केलें तेन्ना तें दिश्टी पडटाच. अदरवायज सायलंटली तेन्ना थोड्या फावटी आमकां कोणाक खबरूय आसना. सेकंड पॉयंट टू उलोवपाचो म्हणल्यार दिक्सन बाब, जायते तुज्या मेरेन हांवें आयकलां, आणि you are not contained within Kavelosi. Looks like you are trying to spread your wings around Kavelosi also. Far as even Kolwa म्हणटा ते भाशेन. You have that connectivity with people. So, what are your plans like? Are you planning anything future in politics?
See, I will tell you. See, we've been all around the world, and we see how the world, the countries, the system, and Goa is one of the beautiful places. Looking at आता तू सांगता तेश करून तू मातशें फाटल्यानसून एक क्वेश्चन घालता. मीन्स यू मीन टू से, आर यू प्लॅनिंग समथिंग इन?
No. Planning म्हणजे when
So,
you spread your wings.
See, I was in the tourism business. I used to have a shack, and half of my youth life we spent a lot of time in Kolwa, Benali. आमगे शेकालले 1994, 95.
Where?
In Kavelosi, Maba.
Kavelosi.
So those were the days we used to. Kolwa used to be the only happening place. And I'm just so good a friend. I think it's a Kolwa. And today, if I go, I'm a friend in Kolwa. But today, I feel very sad. Honestly, I'm telling you, I feel very sad looking at Kolwa beach, the whole area. It is completely become. It is not the queen of the beaches, but I think something has to be done. Like in Kavelosim, I have stopped the hawkers, stopped the sellers on the beach. Muji beach पहिली असतली की when I said that no hawkers, no sellers, no massages, I have stopped it in my first tenure. And I got a lot of pressure because they are labels, I understand. But I believe, as I said, I've been all around the world. Sunbed is for sunbathing and to relax. It is not for somebody to come and bother. You can sit at one place, I don't mind. So looking at that, I would like to see Benali constituency
Spread it all over.
without any hawkers. Nobody should be on the beach except the people who want to relax and enjoy. That is our old Goa. That old Goa was people used to come. See, now we don't see foreigners coming there because why? You cannot go in Kalangut and sleep in peace. So many people.
Lot of harassment.
So that is the reason I have kept my connectivity. and I'm in touch with the people of my colleagues in Sarpanch of Benali and Kabil in Kolwa and all, and hopefully I can give them my helping hand. Whatever my experience in my village, like Atatujana, we have a fishing area in Mobra fisheries like that is.
Yeah.
There's all these labor is to use the sea for their washroom and all. I have stopped it. I put security. So things are लोकांनी म्हाका support केल्लो. So we need to protect our tourism industry. At the same time, we need to support our local as well. So yes, I have friends in Benali, Kolva, up till Majorda, and people know me. So as a seafarers, I mean, जायते help केला. So every तारोटी म्हाका वळखता थंय, especially जाणटेले आमचे pension केल्ले तेन्ना. So the seafarers pension, I would say, without any doubt, me and one more guy are the two people is instrumental in starting the seafarers pension with the late Honorable
Manoj
Manoj Parrikar.
Parikarji.
And that is the reason we are always, I would say, not obliged, but we have, because that time I remember, तेन्ना काँग्रेसाचो सरकार आसलो, दिगंबर कामत was the chief minister. आणि आम्ही 2010 सावन तेका सांगताले की तूं एक तारोट्यांक पेन्शन कर, 200 रुपये मेळटाय ते सारके मेळनाय आमकां. But he would not even allow us for a debate or to come in the office. So we had a huge morcha to his place, from Margaon to his place. And that time Parrikar saw that he was opposition leader, and he took this opportunity. He called me, what is the issue? And he said to me, I will make it for you.
Good.
And that's how he kept his word. How he did it, what we did it. But today is the seafarers pension is the only one in India, only in Goa. There
Only
is
in
no
Goa.
other state.
That's good. आम्ही तो क्वेश्चन मातशें तुवें ताका एक चॉकलेटी कलर दिला, बट हांव कितें म्हणटा, what is, do you have a plan for the future to contest elections in the Benali constituency?
So my answer is this, I've been 3 years in the office now as a sarpanch, and I gain a lot of experience in administration, how the things they need to get done, how the files need to get clear, what funds to use. And I think I got a lot of experience going into from department to department. So I think I am ready. I would like it. How I was canvassing during Ursarin Almeida.
Yeah.
Janta Dal.
Janata Dal.
So I started in that time canvassing for election. I was not very much with Monty Cruz, but I've seen him. But I've been very active, and I think politics is something you have to make the decision not because you are popular,
Yeah.
but you should know that things are tough now. It's not easy anymore. But yes, I have my cards open,
Very
and
good.
I would like to see that in 27, our Benali constituency, we get a representative who will work for the people, especially unemployment is huge. And this is the thing which we have to focus on, because आमचे भुरगे भायर वयताय सगळे आयज अमेरिका गेल्ले, ब्रिटिशेर गेल्ले ते परतून येताय सगळे. Even in London the situation is not so good. So we need to make sure we need to look into this direction. So that is the reason I have considered maybe to contest in 2027. But still I have not declared
Yes.
it. But I am active in touch with the people. So finally the people have to decide.
आनी एक पॉइंट आसलो, असो आसलो, this was the real controversy that had taken place. There you cannot say it was the opinion of the people, म्हणटा ते भाशेन. There was an issue about the BJP MLAs and all candidates, the Igorjan भितर येवन तिचे फोटो काडले ते. Of course, I have seen it, but the controversy नको आसलो. If you can make it clear.
No, see,
Because
See,
see,
there is-
listen, Bob,
there is-
let
no,
me be
I tell
let
you.
me be frank, interjecting you, because हो मुद्दो तुझो इलेक्शनाच्या टायमार वयर सरतलोच.
If I want to contest election, I will ask for votes on development. See, today I work with the government as sarpanch. I have to go wherever we have to criticize them. See, today law and order situation is not so good. We have to admit it. But we are, as in my village, आता पहिला वसणी ब्रिजीचेर आमी डेली म्हणजे
Right.
एका एक पाट तरी तालाव दिताय, पोलिशनी आपयताय, कोण सोरपिताय तेंका. Yes, that controversy is not a controversy because it is a church. If I tell you in detail, I have to expose certain people.
Okay.
So
Let us not get
and
into
I
it.
would say no. I would say that was a mistake. I have to admit it.
Okay.
Because
So,
taking the photo in the see that moment, there were a lot of people. Sarpanch they called me, and that I could have avoided that moment. But I would say I have to admit it was a mistake, and I would say it is not a mistake of the religious also, but everything was done in good faith. Of course, what is wrong is wrong. आमकी मिस्टेक केलं जाल्यार चूक
so
म्हणपाक
ह्या पॉइंटाचेर डिक्सन बाब मानून घेता की तेकोळे त्या दिसाक ही एक चूक घडली जावं नोईंगली ऑर अननोईंगली बट मान्य करता तो की हे तेजे पावल चुकले ओके आता आख्या बेनावली कॉन्स्टिट्युन्सीन तूं भोंवता लेट अस बी व्हेरी फ्रँक what has changed in these last 3 years and which you looked at it because you have those eagle's eyes. I am very sure. Let me say a word of appreciation. तू मरे एक बरो orator. There is no doubt about that. Because I am मरे तुका एक part, I have seen you, I have interacted with you, and you know how to capturize the situation. सारख्या धोत्तू तू हिंग धोत्तू मुटायचे भाशे सारको and then you can get over it. So तुये as a eagle's point of view of the whole of Benali constituency, what do you think?
See, Benali constituency, as far as I know, I would say the current MLA. As when it comes to development, it is not happened as what I expected. But there are a lot of things which happened in Benali constituency. I would directly say, आमकां सदांच तें कितें जाल्लें सदांच आलेमांव सगळे पाटी आमी गेले जाल्यार we were under that kind of a raj all the time. Because see, आमी पळयलां की there was no much kind of say how would I say, there was, see, when Kaitu was elected, that was the way open.
Yes.
So Kaitun the way open
Change.
non-Alemao, the eyes went in Kela, non-Alemao, and he continues on. So this is what I'm saying is because me, myself, Ani, Ami, essence Zaina. So I think in that way, I am happy with that. That is, let me be very clear.
And what about the development part in the whole of Benali in the last 3 years?
See, I would say, in terms of development development is differently. For me, development is jobs. For me, development is helping the poor people. Development is public transportation. Development is something आपके tourism boosts up again. So I have not seen that. I mean, for me, I see what I do in my villages. I look at people who need help. अवे बायलांक मशीन दिलें घरां हाडलें तुम्ही मशीन दिवन तुम्ही जोडून पट बरें आमी घरां सारक करता.
Self-reliant.
Yeah, so I want to help in that way. So that is something, see, larger issue of Goa, like how you talk about environment, and as I always said in my last Gram Sabha, we don't want any housing project. I will not sign anything called a mega project in Kavelosi, which I will. Anything related to tourism which will bring employment, we are okay with that. But again, everything has to be by law. If other Zaiti Church, the TCP, and the authority, there are ways, but we have to make sure that the authorities are doing the right thing and not like 50, 100 flats. These are not good for our villages because they will change the whole thing about the village. So I have already made it clear.
So Dixon Bob is very sure on it. No mega projects files will be signed as long as Bob Dixon is here, which in contrary is the one which destroys the ecosystem of our village life.
Something small, which is fine, but according to the law. Yeah. If the law permits you, I got permission, yes, definitely, I have no issue.
Yeah, good. Dixon Bob, आता पॉलिटिकली वयता थिंगा आयकोंक येता जी सरकारान गोंय आमचे सगळे निसंटन केला वयता थिंगाच जायत्यो इलिगॅलिटीज आनी lot of projects, big housing complexes, which you also against it. आणि हे सगळे पहिले झाले एनवायरमेंट लोकांक दिसता की ह्या सरकारात रावन हे गोंय आमचे आनीकूय काबार जातले एक ऑल्टरनेटीव जाय पूण ऑल्टरनेटीव आमकडे आसा एज इंडिव्हिज्युअल पार्टीज जर तुवें काँग्रेस झगडले म्हणून सेपरेट आम आदमी झगडले आरजी झगडले गोवा फॉरवर्ड झगडले इफ दे फाईट दीज इलेक्शन्स लायक दीस इंडिव्हिज्युअली डू यू सी एनी होप्स ऑफ अ चेंज ऑफ द गव्हर्मेंट
गोंयामध्ये आमची इवन साश्टीक something is different. I'll tell you why. It is driven by political parties. हांव कितें सांगना आमी लास्ट लोकसभा इलेक्शन चोयले शिवसेना आनी काँग्रेस टुगेदर आनी आमच्या लोकांनी टुगेदर म्हणलें आमची हिस्ट्री आहा शिवसेना म्हणल्यार आमी केन्नाच ते कोनाले पूण लिडर वाय उद्धव ठाकरे he splitted from his party to with BJP because he did not get the chair.
So finally it's the chair.
Finally is the chair. की आता कितें जातलें तूं म्हणटलें आतां सी लास्ट टायम काँग्रेसाचे 10 जाण गेले हे फावटी 8 जाण गेले आतां आमचे 3 जाण उरले ते दे आर फायटींग फॉर इट एंड हू विल कॅपिटलायज इट सी टू आय वूड नॉट से बट टू कम इन पॉवर इट इज नॉट दॅट इजी बिकॉज द गोल इज द सेम बट everybody have their own agenda. If you go with the own agenda that I want to become MLA, I want to get re-elected, I don't want that person, you don't want that person. Today we have to fight on Goa on issues like how you said, how to save our motherland, how to, for me, I would say the jobs, very important. Today you see public transportation is very bad. People are, you can see people are spending money on petrol, so much traffic on the road because there is no good public. आता तुझे वेळ लेसो एकले चेवढं कामा वयता मडगांव सेल्स केला त्याक पगारा 12,000 6,000 ते गेले बसीकू गेले व पेट्रोलला गेले ते आणि हाव इट इज आय वॉन्ट टू लुक इन टू दॅट बेसिक सॅलरी हॅज टू बी इन्क्रीज at least 20,000 basic salary anyone who working in a private also need to get 20,000 because today everything expensive. See, and these are the things which I look into that how our children will not go abroad. So I think all these parties has to not only look how we can defeat the BJP. See, they are using only that minority, majority, commonality. That is one part. That is definitely, there are some things which we don't agree to them. But how we can come to power, not only with that vote, because that vote, see, we need to get power, we need to come in power, we need to think big. And big thing, now you can say, we all fought together for Lok Sabha. But now you see things are changing. Now in so I don't want to get into that because I'm not a party leader. Those opposition parties have their different agenda. It is all coming finally from Delhi. So I would like to see a regional party also growing. But finally, the history tells you that regional parties doesn't survive too long, and they are not coming out in big numbers. So the whole thing has changed in Goa. So it is not only about to come together. Why we are coming together is very important. Only to retain your seat, for you to come
or to defeat BJP.
That is the call of the party.
But that regional party पे तू म्हणता न्हू Dixon Bob, it may not be working in some small states, many.
Yeah.
But in large states they are there, no, like Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Bengal, West Bengal.
Today who is in BJP? All the Congress people only.
Yeah.
See, what I'm trying to tell you is the Congress and BJP thing is over. It is about how to see now who is getting help now. आमच्या लोकांक आता पळय all these years, I'm not saying आमची भुरगीं आमी 8 जाण family. Now you tell me now, no one of us, we always voted for Congress, but we never got one job. आमचे कोणाक मेळोना बेनावली कोणशी पळय. So where is the job, government job for our constituency? You see how they do it. They do it somehow, but government job. This is what I'm trying to ask you. So my intention is to contest election, is fight for jobs. We need to make sure the families are balanced. One job in the family, stabilize the family. It is not rich become rich. Poor need to get some help. See, there are a lot of schemes from the government. I'm bringing them to the people. You name it, everything. Last 3 years, I bought them awareness, but it is how the people will get. So again, to your question, yes, I would say not only to defeat certain party, but what is the agenda? Is it only because तू माग तू मुझे candidate गए ना और तू क्या था तू तक गए ना you see what is happening
Setting,
now. I have
सगळें,
seen- I have
compromise.
I have seen politics. I was last time when Sardin contested, me and one more guy from Varka. Few guys were together with him. The same amount of votes we got. Only the last time Sardin and with Captain we had Denali Ponsi is 20,000 or 14,000 something different between Sardin and all. And that why त्यांना एल्विस बसवलं आम आदमीचं आम आदमीचं एल्विस बसवलं त्यांना ते एल्विसान वोट घेतलं otherwise Sardin would have got the same. So the trend, national politics voting, state politics voting, plus village voting, it is all different.
And I agree with you. Benawli is not the fiefdom of the Congress. It is last 20 वर्षां Mokole statistics Assam. Right from 2002. Benawli's dynamics is not Congress. It was always a non-Congress, except I think once when on NCP ticket, Churchill Baba Alama came on 2017 and Gide. Otherwise, it is nobody can say Benawli is Congress fiefdom. Anyhow, but to your vision, Dixon Bab has some things in mind. म्हणजे त्याच्या मनातले एक त्याका public transport system, not only in Kavelosi, all over. He want to start in the constituency of Benawli also. Public transport. Second, beaches. He wants serene and very beautiful, non-disruptive beaches for pure tourism. Not only local or Indian tourists, but also for foreign tourism. Third is, Dixon Bab has accepted that there was an error which has happened with him in Kavelosi, the controversy which has come in. It is very clear, he is on record. And last and final, Dixon Bab, Doritor, if people find that to come Bharakota, Kavelosin, he can copy paste in every other villages of Benawali. There are total how many? 7 villages or 7 villages of Benawali. He will copy paste and replicate the way he has kept Kavelosi neat and clean. He will also do that, including a promise not to have any mega projects in Kavelosi. Am I right?
Housing project.
Thank you. Dixon Bab, Dev Bara Guru. It was nice meeting you. Yeah. May God bless you.
Thank you for having me.